You're still on to the news on Galaxy TV, and now we are joined by Dr. Kunle Ashimi, the NMA chairman, Ogun State. Many thanks for joining us at the news at this time.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
So Nigeria has now been included in the red list of countries facing critical shortage of health workers as contained in the World Health Organization's Health Workforce Support and Safeguards list. What do you make of this?
Well, it's quite unfortunate that that list have to exist because of the lopsided distribution of health workers across the world, and the fact that there are some who don't have enough and there are some who have more. Unfortunately, those who have very keen to have more, and unfortunately, those who have less are not able to, afford to take good care of their own health work. They keep migrating. They have relatively more, and the world feels that there should be some doing that. So for that reason, because we have a lot of Nigerian healthcare workers who have migrated to other countries to practice their trade, it's believed that because Nigeria is now experiencing a number of health workers, Nigeria should, or it is expected that essentially it is just trying to create some in their healthcare workforce.
With these restrictions, don't you think the fundamental human rights of Nigerian doctors is being infringed on?
Yes, I agree with you. The fundamental human rights of Nigerian doctors is being infringed upon because, according to international law, of course, you can't restrict the movement of labor to where it is more appreciated, where it is more, in other words, we have appropriate the laborer to practice his trade, and so he derives more fulfillment in those other areas. Yet you are restricting him to where he is not really getting fulfilled in what he is doing, and he is not also enjoying his trade in terms of outcomes that he gets, the tools he has to work with, as well as remuneration. So it's an infringement on the rights of the Nigerian doctors moving abroad, or to move at all.
Okay, all right. We thank you so much for your time on the news. But just before we let you go, do you think these restrictions put government in right standing to do the right thing?
I believe that the government should not just sit down thinking that they have a reprieve. It's not a reprieve at all, and it's not a setback for the Nigerian doctors, because even these rules are not cast in stone. What the Nigerian government needs to do is to do the needful, and these issues has been on for quite a while, and it's not as if they don't know what to do, and they just need the will to do the right thing in order to ensure that the doctors stay back home and practice their trade. After all, they also travel abroad to see the same Nigerian doctors who are doing wonderfully well in the countries where they find themselves, receiving accolades and performing wonderful feats where they are, and they are recognized internationally as some of the best in the field of healthcare. And that is why countries all over the world focus on Nigeria to recruit their healthcare workforce. As such, the government should, at this point, do the needful to attract those who have left to come back home, and those who are still here, to stay back home happily, instead of trying to look for the back door to stop them from leaving.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your views with us on the news.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And that's Dr. Kunle Ashimi, NMA chairman, Ogun State.